story, the City of Naperville may throw the DuPage Children's Museum a lifeline. The museum has been drowning in a sea of red ink for at least the past 6 years. As of now, the museum owes more than $9 million. A rescue package would help the museum settle its debt with funding from the state, DuPage County, and the City of Naperville. NCTV 17's Jennie Barger tells us about the deal.
Staying afloat financially has been a struggle for the DuPage Children's Museum. For the past several years, the not-for-profit Naperville fixture has been running at a budget deficit. Now the museum says it owes almost $9.5 million in debt payments it can't meet, and it's on the verge of foreclosure.
We've been working on here for the longest time is to try to find a way where we could keep them open, to keep it from being foreclosed. And right now they're in a foreclosure mode.
State Representative Darlene Singer helped broker a financial rescue package. Chase Bank agreed to write down the museum's debt to just $6 million. DuPage County kicks in $250,000. Private donors provide $700,000. And Representative Singer found almost $2 million in state capital funds to reduce the museum's red ink to approximately $3 million.
Each member in the General Assembly are allocated a certain pot of money that we can allocate to capital projects.
And now members of the Naperville City Council will decide whether to provide that $3 million to purchase the museum's property and zero out its debt.
We're proposing that the city's purchase price of $3 million be broken out into two components. $1 million of which will be funded by the Burlington Commuter Parking Fund, and the other $2 million would be paid off long-term through the SECA fund adjustments.
The museum currently receives about $340,000 a year from Naperville's Special Events and Cultural Amenities, or SECA fund. If the deal is approved, the city would use less than half that amount to pay itself back for the bailout.
The city will be including a $140,000 SECA request to reimburse ourselves for the debt service associated with the museum. Debt service is simply the principal and interest that would be required to retire the bonds.
But not everyone's convinced this is the best way to spend city funds.
Here we are rushing into spending this money absent of what I consider some critical facts and data. This is not the way government should be transacted. The Children's Museum was a wonderful asset. I love the product they put out there. This is not about what they do, this is about the finances behind it.
As a condition of the financial rescue, the City of Naperville would approve the museum's annual budget, and 2 city council members would serve on the museum board of directors. Proponents of the deal say the bailout provides a clean slate and a new direction in management.
The museum needs to be run like a business now going forward, and they have to make sure they balance the books, and if they don't have the funds to put a program in place, you can't put the program in place.
If approved, the deal gives the Children's Museum a rent-free facility for 5 years, but takes 60 museum parking spaces and makes them available to commuters near the Burlington Northern Line.
It isn't a free ride for the museum. After 6 years, they'll have to pay an annual rent to the city to the tune of $60,000. Reporting from the DuPage Children's Museum, Jennie Barger, Naperville News 17.
Officials say the DuPage Children's Museum bailout is not expected to impact the upcoming DuPage County budget.